Aardvark?
All right, so the book I'm going to talk about is called Mortal Engines. There's been a movie released about it. The movie is trash. We do not talk about the movie. The movie is like He Who Shall Not Be Named. It's still a piece of garbage.
Voldemort.
Voldemort. The book is set in a dystopian steampunk type society where cities are now mobile, and any city that is not mobile gets consumed by a mobile city and burned and used for resources, and the people become slaves on said mobile city. First book, you're learning all about the setup of the area. Main character, he ends up getting thrown off of his moving city because he finds out too much about one of these city's more important members, a scavenger. Flies out on airships, brings back ancient technology, what we would consider modern technology, and dude's got a dirty past. A chick from said dirty past shows up, and our main character gets wound up and tangled up in it.
Oh, so how do the cities move?
They're on wheels of some variety, because across the cities there are multiple types. There are the tank treads, there's the sled type, there's the regular wheels, then you have the moving cities that float, the submersible cities, and the flying cities.
Do we have any spiders?
Technically, yes.
Because I'm thinking Wild Wild West type.
Ooh.
So there are spider cities, but they're not the major cities. They're more of the minor cities and towns.
Okay.
For the major cities, because of the mass of it, like one of them is called New Londinium. The city is bigger than modern day London, or pretty much half of most modern cities. It has tiered system, and you have these cities stacked up. You have engine room right on top of the tracks in the center of the city.
Yeah.
You have residential district for the lower class people, a middle class district where you have most of your working people of the higher floors.
Okay.
Then you have your working area for the blue collars. Above that, you have the wealthy society where they live. And above that, you have where the head of the city and the airport is.
So would this be a book series that you would suggest to people?
Oh, absolutely. The book series is amazing. One thing I do have to say though, if you are going to read the book series, get all of them and start with a book that's not a part of the original series. It's called Night Flights. It tells you a little bit about that world and pretty much draws you in, more of a comic style, and it has pictures to go with it to help you get the visual image of how the world was meant to be portrayed.
I like pictures.
I like
Hey, pictures help us read. That's why we use them in Army manuals.
it. Dang.
Don't worry, the Air Force has them too. We just don't read them.
Click, 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 click.
So what was the name of the book again?
Mortal Engines.
Who was the author?
Can't say off the top of my head.
Okay. It's a pretty popular book. I mean, I'm aware of the series only because of the movie. They made a big
Trash.
hubbub, and I remember there's a lot of negative feedback.
Oh.
You know, when the movie came out, as I told him, it's like when I watched the movie, I'm like, this looked like it has some interesting concepts, but it definitely did not it didn't get home at all, not even close. You
Yeah,
know?
the movie pretty much merged the first 3 books into one book, and through one of the major plot points of developing a character throughout those first 3 books, threw it in the beginning for free, didn't have any of the build-up, any of the moments where you're wondering, you're connecting the dots,
Yeah,
but you're
build the
not
story.
completely sure.
So the author is Stanislaw Lem.
Okay.
So that's Mortal Engines. So
All right. Thanks,
Woo.
Aardvark.
that was a great
Keeper.
synopsis of the book.